Hey Siri, audio capture?
What's the text?
Get my dad flowers for Father's Day on a high priority. That's crazy. I just set it into my phone and it popped up with Notion. Also, yes, dads deserve flowers too. Jesus. What are we doing here? And also, what are we doing with this app? What's on my phone? What's on the screen? How did I make this quick capture thing happen? Well, it comes from an app, Hints.so, which I have talked about before on this channel and like to thank for being a consistent sponsor of it. Recently, they've made some serious upgrades to their application and major stability improvements. So I just want to give them shout outs to all the hard work they're doing behind the scenes by supporting apps that are in their earlier stages of startupness. Is that a word? We truly can make sure that convenience comes to the forefront. And that's what this app is, right? It's really convenient for me to have this app on my phone because at first it was just a quick capture app, right? Like I could just capture something and that's cool. But now I can go into my phone and say, #Cal, when are my meetings today? And it has a new feature that is essentially data retrieval, whether it be from your Notion database or from this calendar, for example. So I put the hashtag that is associated to my Google Calendar, connected it, and you can see that it shows me my meetings for the morning. So I talked with an editor this morning, I created the new thumbnail system, and then it showcases this meeting on Google Calendar with John from Smart Suite. And looking at the time, oh, I got it pretty soon, in 30 minutes here. I gotta get going. As you can see here, there's a couple very simple ways to connect Hints.so. Once you're all set up, you can either do /integrations, which toggles mode where you can only use integrations, /connect, which links your tools, /sum, which generates summaries from provided text or URL, and /paint, which gives access image generation capabilities. And the reason that you see all these things is because it's powered by ChatGPT. So we see /sum here. So if I do /sum, then I engage in a different mode that's pretty interesting. So first of all, it's going to tell me to provide a URL or text after the sum command. Okay. So I'm going to pull up this TechCrunch article on ChatGPT from TechCrunch. I'm going to paste it into /sum and then have it paste with the URL. And you'll see that it gives us a little indication that it's reading and summarizing. And the cool thing about this, just like with the audio capture, is that I can make a shortcut that goes along with it. Like for example, I could copy the link and then press a shortcut that grabs the URL from my clipboard and texts it to Hints. Because the way that Hints works is it essentially uses SMS or Telegram or Slack or WhatsApp. And that's your connection point, which is so much simpler than dealing with anything else. Obviously you can use email as well, but this is the most convenient for me. So you can see here that it summarized it and it says it's an article. The topic was about ChatGPT and its features. And the latest version of ChatGPT is not specific. And it even gave a summary of that 4% of this is original text. So while none of these features necessarily are going to be perfect out the gate, I think the direction that apps like these are heading is really cool because it all allows you to basically text and interact with something rather than you needing to go into Notion or go into ChatGPT itself to get summaries. You can just take URLs and make this happen, or text yourself, when are my meetings, or text yourself, get my dad flowers for Father's Day on high priority. The fact that it's able to map into different Notion properties and able to map the fact that it was high priority, that's a really convenient way to capture for me that I'm not able to do at all with Notion natively now. And yeah, it's a third-party integration, so you'd have to pay for it, but you can use my link down below and get a crazy discount when you get started. It's so worth giving it a try. Me being able to capture tasks without having to open the slow loading Notion app, underrated. Or even capturing bookmarks or adding items to my second brain. You can see there's a list of hashtags here that I can connect to and modify and add a myriad of integrations. If you go to Hints.so's website, you'll see that it not only is available for Notion, but Jira, Trello, Obsidian, Google Calendar, ClickUp, HubSpot, and I'm sure they're going to be adding more. Been using Hints since about December of last year, and it's one of the best, extremely easy to use and convenient applications I've ever used. And I've worked pretty closely with their team since then, so I know that there may have been a little bit of stability issues for a while, but they're focused more now than ever on making sure that things are stable so that you can consistently get really convenient features like this working all the time. Just like you can get working all the time by checking out this video on how to improve your productivity even more.